This is a drug and cyber awareness PowerPoint seminar for parents that we're going to use at our open house. It's first of the school year. Of course, I'm Coach Joe Thornton. I'm a driver's education instructor here at Enterprise High School. Purpose of this seminar is to provide parents an opportunity to better understand the drug culture surrounding their child. It's going to provide parents with a better understanding of the dangers and pitfalls of social media and arm parents with information of how to identify if their child is in danger with drugs or internet or social media. It's always better to be a family situation than a school situation or a legal situation. It's always better if you're informed and you know what's going on with your child and to stop it before it gets to school, or even worse, with the police or the legal situation. Overview of seminar, drugs. We're going to talk about the drug culture, obtaining drugs, and what to look for. Drugs are heavily prevalent in our society. There's no way of making a cookie-cutter stereotype of what drug users look like. I've seen drug users look like this. This typical skater kid, the urban hip-hop kid, the jock, cheerleaders, the intellectuals, country kids, ROTC. These are all, from research, these are all types have been caught with drugs and been found with drugs or using drugs. Of course, the average student also. The stereotypical image doesn't always apply. Like I said, it can be anybody. Culture, there are several shows on television that document growing, selling, and using marijuana. Washington and Colorado have already made marijuana legal, and several have already decriminalized marijuana or have proposed legislation to do so. Most of the music your child listens to makes reference to innuendos about drugs and drug use, and you can find anything on YouTube or on the web, and that's pretty much dealing with how to use drugs and how to obtain drugs. Obtaining drugs, your child can get their hands on drugs a lot faster and easier than alcohol, believe it or not. The probability that your child has been around drugs or used drugs or has seen someone use or buy or sell drugs is very high. Your child probably knows where they can get some form of drugs right now. Obtaining drugs, pills are the easiest to get: Adderall, Loratab, Percocet, Vicodin, Oxycontin, etc. More than likely you have something in your medicine cabinet that can be used or abused. We've even had them abusing over-the-counter drugs as well. Keep all prescriptions and medicines under lock and key. Do a pill count every so often. Slang, for if you hear some of these words, these are some things that can identify drugs. Loud is marijuana. Trees is marijuana. Shake is the seeds and the stems of marijuana. L is marijuana. Lorry is pills or lower tabs. Tabs are pills or lower tabs. Molly or ecstasy. You can go online and find any drug slang. Don't assume anything. If you don't know what they're saying and don't understand what they're talking about, you can go online and find out. What to look for: obvious sudden changes in behavior and attitude, changes in friends, etc. Associated drug items would be Visine, lots of body spray, cologne, Axe for Febreze, incense, burner sticks, lots of lighters, chapstick, extensions, sockets or lugs. They use those to smoke drugs in. Cheap cigars, razors or knives that are kept in or with the cheap cigars and rolling papers. A lot of times they'll cut open the cigars and restuff them with marijuana. Physical, little burn marks on the ends of the fingers and fingernails, Pinpoint pupils or extremely dilated pupils are also things to look for. Of course, Visine is body spray, incense. If you see these around your house, or you smell them burning them. Lugs or sockets, they'll use those, they'll put drugs in those and smoke the drugs through those. Cheap cigars, they'll cut them in half with the razor blade, stuff them, restuff them with marijuana, and smoke them. As you can see here, if you find cigar filings laying around, they're restuffing the cigar with marijuana. Febreze, obviously kill the odor. Clothing fads, missing, have you seen Molly? She makes me want to dance when he's talking about Molly's ecstasy. Of course, the marijuana, clothing fads. What can you do? Of course, drug counseling is always, a good decision to do. File a CHINS report with the juvenile probation office, which tells you that you need help. Basically, your child's not doing what they're supposed to be doing. You need help with them, and they'll come in and step in. They have to be under 17 to do this. Punish any way you see fit. Buy drug testing kits at the pharmacy. Know what your kids are doing. If you suspect, go ahead and drug test them. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Instant Messenger, etc., etc. Problems we are having to deal with right now are bullying and sexting. The vast majority of bullying happens on some sort of social media. Most fights at school stem from social media problems. The probability that your child has seen another classmate naked or performing a sexual act via some form of social media extremely high. It's sad, true. If you see these aren't only calculators. They use these private vaults to hide social media or hide pictures and messages. And this is not a calculator. It's a vault that they can punch in a code to get to their. They also have some that are false screens that basically you have to punch in a code on your dial pad to open up your pictures and anything you have saved. What can you do? Snoop. Take their phones when they're least expecting and snoop in all pictures, videos, and apps. Make them add you as a friend on their sites. Do not let your child keep old phones. They will keep it to store the bad stuff. Pull your phone bills, records to read text. They may be deleting. Go to a family counselor. All these are methods that you can do to help your students. Thank you.